Welcome to the video lecture on Business Research Methodology and Project Management Tools. Today we will cover the topic Research Process. The topics covered under this module are Identification of research problem, the statement of the problem, constant review of literature, research design, scope and importance of study, and hypothesis. Identification of research problem. In any business research problem should be very clear. A well-conceived problem signifies the completion of 50% of research work involved. In Indian universities, in MBA programs, many times students ask for research problems to be suggested by their guides, which is not desirable. This is mostly because the university education is not conducive for research due to lack of practical orientation. It is ideal if the researcher himself can come up with his original problem. In fact, teaching and research must go hand in hand. Sources for picking up a research problem. Advanced textbooks. When advanced textbooks on commerce or allied fields are studied with reverential curiosity, a researcher may come across a suitable problem suggested in the relevant book. The other sources are periodicals and journals in commerce and economics. Research thesis by others is yet another important source. Normally, further problems are suggested therein. Bulletins of Reserve Bank of India, Commerce Research Discrete, government agencies are also suggest problems. Reports on budgets, various committees set up by government or other agencies, etc., are also capable of suggesting problems for research. Field visits, integrated programs, extension works, case studies, various workshops and seminars in the field are rich sources for picking up a problem. Discussion with research workers, experts, and managers in the field not only result in the identification of new and useful problems, but also are a rich source of institutional case studies and problems for which sponsorship is invariably available. Incidentally, sometimes intuition of human mind may also provide a problem for research. Clarity of mind is manifested in the clarity of expression. A well-conceived problem, when put through in precise words, conveys what the researcher wants to accomplish. For example, marketability of gas lighters. Above given research problem does not signify the exact meaning the researcher has in his mind. Instead, a study of market potential for gas lighters in Chennai city. It conveys the idea more clearly. The statement of the problem. Unless the problem is stated clearly, the research efforts may be wasted due to lack of concentration. Hence, the research problem should have the following qualities. Focus on the objective of the research. It must have sense of direction and clearly demark the area of research. It is meant to describe the problem fully. It need not conclude that all research problems have lengthy and unattractive title. Perhaps the endeavor should be to give as crisp title as possible without compromising the holistic description of the problem. Some important points. Researchers should look into the availability of the information and information relevant to the problem. Mere availability is not enough. It should be accessible. Cost of accessing information should be pocket friendly for the researcher. Constant review of the literature. When we do any research, we invest a lot of time, money, and other resources. So before embarking on a research project, it must be cleared that the problem is entirely new and research on the same problem is not done elsewhere before. Literature survey involves a comprehensive review of published and unpublished work. However, after the literature review, the researcher is now in position to formulate his problem clearly. It is a clear, concise statement of matter that is to be investigated. The objective of the study at this stage are clearly developed. This is done by referring to latest journals and abstracts which publish the research papers and words of the author. Throughout the period of research, it is suggested to have a constant review of all relevant literatures in the form of latest research journals and abstracts. Research design. Planning is reckoned as the primary function of all managerial activities. Plan for a research or plan for a project is also known as its design. Any meaningful activity worth its name requires intensive planning. It is very much so in the case of commercial research project. In fact, plan or research design is nothing but a tentative statement of proposed activities based on cursor observations, and the purpose of such a design is to guide the activities in a coordinate manner towards the objective to be accomplished. It is subject to subsequent changes on review. It is for accomplishing order in the logical subsequences of efforts organized toward the solution. Seeking endeavor. In the absence of a proper design, the activities tends to be chaotic. For preparing plan, deciding the respect to a preliminary factor stated tentatively but as accurately as possible. It outlines the conditions for collection and analysis of data. The what, when, where, how much, and the method of data collection are detailed in the research design. Making a sensible introduction. Objective of the study forms the next factor of research plan. Under the subhead of research plan, the specific objective of the research of what exactly the research wants to find out are briefly stated. The studies are precise, specific, and to the point. Usually, when the reports are finally written, the objectives provide matter for writing the various chapters. This fact may be taken into account while breaking down the total problem into various objectives of the study. Making a sensible introduction. A small introduction follows the theme. It introduces the subject by indicating the basic area and the exact field in which the preface is located. Review of previous literature. It is relevant because the research is usually built on the old fund of knowledge. This will also give the researcher an insight into what has already been done. However, for entirely new fields, such a review does not arise. The purpose of review is not only to refresh but also to ensure the evidence of non-repetitive exercise of current study. Scope and importance of study. After the reviewing of old and previous studies in the particular field, the scope and importance of the present research must be discussed in brief in research design. Every study has its own importance. It is not only for bringing the importance but also for specially stating the scope of the study. This particular component of scope and importance of the study is included in the research design. As discussed previously, the delimitation of the scope of study is to be borne in mind while describing the scope of the research problem. Hypothesis. Hypothesis is an assumption which is yet to be tested. A researcher might have conceptualized a probable answer to the problem purely based on a cursory observation, a hunch, and on an impulse of intuition. Many times, the research may become an exercise of verification of such tentative probable solutions. They are known as hypotheses in research. A research project may or may not have a hypothesis. If a hypothesis were to be tested, the same is included in the plan of research under the title The Hypothesis of Testing. Hypothesis is nothing but a statement of probable solutions for the research problem on hand, proposed on a tentative statement of solution, and it is subject to verification or testing during the course of research and it is purely on a first-hand and cursory observation of the problem. For example, drinking sugary drinks daily leads to obesity. Initially, it can be an assumption, then we do verification. If we succeed, it can become a project, or if we fail, we can change the assumption. Pure research may not have hypotheses. It is good to have hypotheses, but it is not must. The hypothesis aids the researcher in coordinating his efforts and offers a sort of one end of the thread. The formulation of a hypothesis should not have the investigator's mind fixed towards it, even when proved wrong. Nonetheless, holding a hypothesis for the purpose of testing it is still a form of good and methodical research, and it is very much in the vogue in the field of commerce. Thus, when a research problem has a postulated hypothesis for verification, it is also to be included in the design or plan of research. That's all in this video. Thank you for watching.